What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and we are going to be talking about the Winchesters. Now, again, the title obviously is not probably that much of a shocker to most people because, again, the Winchesters had a very hard, I wouldn't say liftoff, but continuing to be in the air. You can't watch this on CW or HBO Max right now if you didn't really get to watch the whole season. I think the whole thing about the Winchesters was you did not know exactly if this was going to be in the timeline that we knew Mary and John. There's been a lot of it took a while for it to even get picked up for a full season, and then also, of course, trying to figure out again the whole mystery behind just the whole scenario of the story. Now, again, I went in this series very hopeful. Of course, Jensen and his wife, created this, produced it, and again, I had a lot of hope for it because again, we got Jensen Ackles, Dean Winchester himself, come up behind this and trying to, make this, and then we had, Tom Welling playing as, Samuel Campbell, so that was pretty cool, or Campbell, and I think it was. I don't know, man. I think that a lot of folks, they got very angry because again, we didn't get to see Jensen a lot in this. The times that we saw him, it was really good seeing him, and it was cool. And then all the other characters that we got to meet just did not fill the shoes of, or did not, I would say, land very well. Like Carlos and Latia, and then just all this stuff, man. I mean, I'm happy we got to see, we finally got to see John's mom, got to meet her, got to see the whole mechanical side of where Dean gets it from, and I thought that was cool, and where John gets it from, and then, of course, how they kind of almost go through the same thing of how him and Mary met and sort of the same thing, and then get them going up against the enemy, the main enemy in the show. I thought that was cool, and then how Dean kind of went around with it. I don't know. I know they're trying to save it right now. I'm not sure if it really does deserve another season or not. I fully support Jensen and everything he does. I wasn't sure this was the right decision with some of the stuff that they did. Again, I really don't care about some of these other characters. The main thing I cared about was John and Mary, about their story and them trying to find her father and how he went missing and all this other kind of stuff. Now, again, this is a different timeline. This is a different universe within the supernatural multiverse that we all know. And this was just, what was it? The Curie was the last backup plan of Chuck if, he failed. So it kind of makes me wonder how many other plans did Chuck have that he was going to do if he failed. And it just a lot of the episodes kind of felt like they were almost trying to hold it to the supernatural legacy, and it just felt like it failed, in my opinion. A lot of times I was just very unentertained by the show. I was very bored with it. A lot of times I didn't care. I just felt like I had to watch it just so that way I would know what was going to happen. Again, I'm not sure if I'm in support of bringing the show back. That's really hard for me to say. I'm not. Again, I just feel with Supernatural the legacy that we were left with this show, I'm just not sure if they were able to deliver what fans wanted, and I don't know if they're still going to be able to do that. If they're able to kind of change some things up, then awesome. They need to make it, I think, a little darker. I think they need to make it more about the actual Winchesters, not the Winchester friends, or say like the whole super friends, things of that nature. I think they need to change that. I think they need to make it more dangerous. I think they need to make it more life-threatening, and also kind of making people wonder, like, hey, what exactly is going on, And that's just my honest opinion, guys. I mean, there's a lot of mixed feelings about the Winchesters right now. But I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of hoping it does get saved. I'm kind of hoping it does not get saved. I'm kind of in the middle. I really don't know how to feel about it. Like I said, there was a lot of times when we had Carlos on the scene, I just didn't really care about his character. I was really hoping his character would get killed off, or Latia. I just didn't really care about her character either. I thought she was a villain for most of the season, in hiding, or some of that nature, or that other witch. I can't remember her name. I just didn't care about her, or John's former love interest. It was like it was just stupid things they were putting into the show that was just very unnecessary. I really wanted to know more about John's relationship with his dad. I wanted to know more about John and his mom. I wanted to know more about, Mary, that we really didn't get to know. Same thing with her dad, and about, her mom, and things of that nature, and the growing relationship of John and Mary. And I don't think we got that. I think a lot of stuff was forced. I think a lot of stuff was kind of poorly written, and I think they put a lot of side stuff in here for side characters that just was not necessary. So that's just my thoughts on it. But guys, what do you think? Do you think Winchesters can be saved? Do you think it deserves to be saved? Do you think that it needs to be saved? So let me know your overall thoughts on this. Again, guys, everybody has an opinion. I'm not saying my opinion is right. I'm not saying it's wrong either. Again, I'm just saying what my thoughts were about it. If I really had to rate the show 1 to 10, I'd give it maybe a 5, and that's being generous. Supernatural to me will always be one of my favorite shows, but would I ever go back and rewatch any of these? Probably not. The main 2 episodes I'd want to watch is probably the first one and the last one, because it's got Jensen in there, and he does such a great job bringing that, it's Dean Winchester, man. I mean, again, if you're a Supernatural fan, you guys know what I'm saying about this. Even if Jared was on here, it'd be the same thing. You'd want to see Jared and Jensen again. Seeing Bobby again was amazing. Seeing Jack again was amazing. Rowena, characters that we know and we love and that we've grown to love. And again, these characters, I feel like that they didn't give a chance to kind of cook, you know what I mean? And they were delivered in the wrong manner, I guess you'd say. But let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. What was your overall thoughts about it? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys as always on the next one.